Well, February is Heart Month, but we also think about our health all around, and we need to think about our brain health too. And there's a program coming up at Bradfield that we're going to learn more about. To my immediate left, we've got Marybeth Torsell, Program Manager at Alzheimer's Association, Northwest Ohio, to tell us more. And you got to hurry up if you want to be part of this Bradfield program. But it's about 10 healthy habits for your brain. Tell us more.
Yeah, the science has shown now that there are 10 healthy habits that if you really focus on, can reduce your risk of developing Alzheimer's and dementia. And they're not things that, are impossible to achieve. They're not things that you're not going to hear any of them and go, oh, I never heard of that. They're all pretty, normal things, but they're easy to implement.
All right, and so we'll learn more about this on February 10th, so that's why it's coming up quick. But it's going to be at Bradfield. You get lunch, and you're going to learn a little bit more about all this, right?
Yeah, it should be about, depending on questions, it could last anywhere from a half hour to an hour. Okay. I think sometimes, if there's no questions, it's done in about a half hour. But usually people have questions, and we welcome questions. But we are going to go into detail about the 10 habits, talk about, how science has proven that this is, true, and then things that you can do to kind of implement easy things into your life to make these changes.
Okay, all right. Well, let's talk about a couple. Kind of give us a preview of that. And you said, some of them are kind of like obvious that people do anyway, when they start the new year, they're trying to get healthy habits, right?
Yeah, everybody, it seems like the gyms are always really packed in January. You got January is pretty packed, then it kind of tapers off. But, diet and exercise always play a key role, which helps, with one of the other ones, which is maintain a healthy weight. If you're maintaining a healthy weight, it's going to help reduce your risk of heart disease and diabetes. Diabetes is another thing. If you have diabetes, manage it. If you have high blood pressure, make sure that you're managing it and keeping your blood pressure, steady and where it should be.
Right, yeah. Kind of challenge your brain, too.
Yes.
So what are the kind of things that we can do to, keep your brain active?
There's all kinds of games. If you have your phone, if you're an app person, there are so many games on your phone that you can play. Crossword puzzle, word searches, Sudoku, anything that is going to keep your brain, thinking and, learning new things, especially staying in school. If you can take a course online or go to a college campus, you don't have to enroll in a college campus, but anything that's going to cause you to learn and keep your brain, constantly learning new things, learn a new hobby.
Right.
When I retire, I want to learn how to play the piano.
That's me too, yeah. So that's one of the things. But you kind of got to keep changing it up because if the only thing you're doing is crossword puzzles, that's not enough.
Yeah, if you already do a crossword puzzle every morning, then spice it up. Do something different. Do your crossword puzzle and then try to do a word search. Do something different because your brain, so that just to kind of keep it guessing.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what you need to do. Yep. Don't let it get relaxed.
Yes, yes. Constantly keep it learning.
Well, I know that there are lots of learning programs that you mentioned universities that like seniors can take for free, and you can go online and take a class for no grade and things like that. So just kind of take advantage of those kind of things, right?
Yep.
All right. And then you just mentioned keep moving, but also when you're moving, you got to protect your head and make sure your house is right and everything like that. I mean, we're talking about your brain.
Yep.
So keep that healthy.
Yeah, keep your head, look at retired football players and boxers. There's a high rate of, Alzheimer's and dementia amongst them. So definitely keep your head protected. That's why we say wear a seatbelt, wear a helmet if you're out riding. If your New Year's resolution is to ride a bike, wear a helmet.
All right, very good. And put those rugs so you don't trip over them, all that kind of thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, so again, hurry up and sign up at Bradfield Community Center for Tuesday, February 10th to learn more about these healthy habits. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.